Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is your winter travel. Not where you're going, but to make sure you get there and you get home safe regardless of what Mother Nature throws at you. I'm Tad, let's talk about it. Guys, we're going to be traveling over the holidays and we're going into winter strong now. And there have been occasions that, like in Buffalo, New York, people were sucker punched with snowstorms they were not expecting. And Buffalo is pretty reasonably prepared for snow and ice, but it caught them off guard. It can happen. It's happened in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's happened in Atlanta, Georgia. It's happened a lot in the north and northeast. Those people are pretty much more prepared than, say, someone in North Carolina is, South Carolina, etc. But I want to go over, I'm going to show you a few items here in a minute that can increase your preparedness and help you out in a bad situation. First, I just want to go over a few tips that you can write down or replay this video. If you know that there's going to be inclement weather or they're calling for inclement weather, go ahead and fill your vehicle up with fuel. Try to keep it full of fuel the whole time. You know that there's a potential bad weather risk. You're going to use the gas anyway or the diesel, so just make sure you have it full. It's not going to hurt to keep it that way. The biggest thing is people run out of fuel and run out of gas on the highways trying to get home while they're stuck in traffic jams because other people are running out of fuel, and it causes a big mess, and then before you know it, you're 10 hours into this traffic jam, and it just keeps repeating itself. So that's one thing. Second thing, if you're at work and you have the opportunity, you see things are happening outside, you didn't get home in time, you see things happening, if you can call your family and say, look, I'm at work, you guys are good at home, I'm going to stay here and set this out and wait it out until things clear up to where I can get home. That's another thing. If you can't and you have to go home, and you work in a business environment where they require you to have a suit and tie, dress shoes, dress high heels, you absolutely need to make sure you keep in your get home bag or in your trunk of your car, however you do it, you need to make sure you keep a pair of good jeans, good wool socks. I would suggest having 2 pair. I would also suggest having a really good pair of boots, a sweatshirt, 2 or 3 undershirts, a thick heavy coat, a knit wool hat. Gloves are a must. These things you're going to need, because if you have to get out in the environment in that type of element in business attire, you're going to be miserable and it is going to suck it out of you quick. So you want to make sure you have that somewhere stashed in your vehicle. You want to make sure that you use all the information resources to your ability. You want to make sure that you're keeping on top of a winter storm approaching. You don't want someone to call you and tell you, the roads are already iced up and it's hard to travel, or, it's hard to get here, it's hard to get there. Employees are getting off work early. That's a major sign there's something coming. You probably need to be getting out of Dodge and getting to where you're going to be. So if you're keeping those things in mind, if you're on medication and you are time dose sensitive, say you've got to have your medication every night at 8 p.m. Okay, you're going to want to, during inclement weather, you're going to make sure you have some of that medication with you, at least a day's worth, maybe 2. Keep it with you during inclement weather so you do not have to miss a dose. Insulin, I know, has to be refrigerated. I'm sure there's a way around that with cold packs and a small cooler. You're going to have to make arrangements for that, because you could be stuck in that traffic I was telling you about. So you don't want to be caught and jammed up into that. So every year, this time of year, I go through my other winter preps earlier, my generators and stuff, but for the truck, as much as I travel for business and work, I always make sure that I go through and make sure I have my preps in my get home bag that I need. So I'm just going to go over a few of these items I've got. I may not have what you have. I'm not telling you to go spend a lot of money or anything like that. One thing I do have here are hand warmers. I don't know if you can see the sun, but that's 10 hours worth of warmth. They're real simple to use. Doesn't require any ignition. You open them, you shake them, hold on to them a minute. They start heating up really good. And you can put them in your boots, your gloves. They keep your hands warm, your feet warm, your pockets, you know, just wherever, you know, they'll keep you warm. So you want to have some of these if you can. Obviously an ice scraper, that's a must. I keep a radio with a flashlight and a distress beacon on the back of it. This radio is also solar powered. It also runs off of AA batteries. You have the AM, FM. You have the dynamo wind up here that charges the rechargeable batteries in it also. And it on the radio, it'll run about 3 hours without having to rewind it. So I keep this, and the reason is I do not want to use my battery power if I'm sitting in traffic listening to the radio. I'd rather turn that on and conserve my vehicle battery. And I also don't like to use my gas. So I limit my gas to stay warm with this new addition here. I had another heater, worked pretty good. This one, when it came out, I saw it. I really like this guy here. It runs off of one little tank. It'll run about 6 hours. It's got a portable stand. If you knock it over, it automatically cuts off. No electricity to start this, no batteries or anything. You just press this. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a flame right there. Let me let off. This tile here will heat up. I can already feel it. You can't see it, but it's really hot. I set that in the floorboard and let it run of the truck. Heats the truck up really quick. I don't have to use my gas. So that's why I like that. I keep a set of jumper cables so I can help myself, or you can help others with that. It's a good thing to have. I keep an extra canister of gas for this little heater. I keep a 2-gallon gas can. No, I do not keep fuel in it. I keep it in the toolbox of the truck, so if I need to get fuel, I have something to put it in. I don't, like I say, do not store gas or gas cans with fumes in it in your vehicle. That's asking for problems. Let's see. Drinking water. I've got emergency drinking water there. I've also got my canteen there. I have not had problems. People have said that they've had problems with their water freezing in their vehicle. I have not. That's not to say it may freeze tomorrow. I don't know. But if you're worried about that, just take your water in and out with you. If you got inclement weather coming, make sure you have extra water on hand. Maybe, you know, if you're worried about it, I wouldn't leave it in your vehicle. I would take it out and just pack it in when you're heading out. I have a good set of utility gloves. They're warm. They're neoprene. They're warm, but they're not as warm as the black ones. The black ones are like sub-zero gloves. Really good. Another thing I keep on the truck is MREs. You can buy them in all different flavors, and they even have vegetarian. You can buy them at your local military surplus. You can also order them online. These two here were $7 a piece. If you are getting these, I suggest you get ones that have the heaters in them. The heater is activated by a little bit of water. It's a chemical reaction, and you put your food pouch in another pouch and it heats it up really good. So you'll have a hot meal if you're on the road, if you're sitting there waiting for traffic, you know, it's dinner time, you're ready to eat. You at least will have a hot meal, and that will be a godsend, especially if it's freezing and snowing outside. I was going to show you too. This heater I've got. It's a Mr. Heater Little Buddy, 3,800 BTU. 95 square feet is what it'll heat up. Oh, it runs 5.6 hours. Sorry guys, I said 6 hours. That's on one container, and that's running just, constantly. No electricity required. 3-year warranty. You can look this up online. I'm sure Amazon's got them. I bought mine at Tractor Supply. It does say in the small print here, do not sleep with this heater on. And I would absolutely suggest not doing that either. I do have a carbon monoxide detector, and that is in my truck, and it's mounted in the truck, so it's not out here. But definitely, if you're going to run a heater like this or any other heat source that uses fuel, gas, anything like that, you're definitely going to want to have your carbon monoxide detector in there. That will save your life if something bad were to happen. You can see here it's starting to glow red. It will eventually, and this is in daylight, it will eventually get solid glowing orange. It puts off a ton of heat. I've used it in my workshop too, so it's portable. That's what I like about it. Comes with this little carry handle here. Just pick it up, do what you want to with it, as long as you don't tip it over. If you tip it too much, it's going to cut off on you. But anyway guys, a lot of this stuff I really don't have links for. It's the stuff I've had over the years that I just keep in the truck, and I just keep rolling with, just to make sure I've got everything I need should something happen on the highway. So something to think about. And if you do have other folks that's going to be traveling with you, make sure you have supplies for them as well. If you've got kids and your wife in the car, this is what I have for just me. If my wife was with me, I would double up on the water, I would double up on the food, and obviously she would have her own clothing. Those are things that you just you want to make sure you have in place, so you don't get trapped up in a bad way when Mother Nature comes calling. All right guys, well, I just wanted to bring that to your attention, so hopefully your winter travels will be safe and sound. If you liked the video, if you would, consider subscribing, share, like, comment. If you got something that you would add to this, hit me up in the comments so other people will see it also. Till next time guys, I'm Tad. Hope your winter travels are safe. Be good to one another out there this holiday season. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.